Look at that. There's like 100,000 birds out there. Look at that. Man, Sika's going nuts. Look at them. They're all over the yard. Oh my gosh. I wonder what kind of bird that is. Wow. Alright, let's open the door and see what happens when I open the door. She wants to get them. Look at this. I don't think you guys can see with the screen. Yeah, there's so many. There's tons of them. Sika, looking at the birds. Do you like the birds? You like the birdies? There's tons of them. They're crazy birds. Here's the Sika looking at the sandhill cranes. They decided to land today. I don't know what is in the ground today, but for some reason the birds are loving it. There's some kind of bugs up there. Had some breakfast here at the park. I'm with Sika, and I'm going to tell you, we have had a winter where we've been indoors a lot, and I'm just so excited that spring is finally here. Well, it feels like spring for sure. And I took her to the park today, and we tried out the Martindale collar that I bought her at the park. Look at her. She's so cute. She's such a good girl. She's a very good girl. Oh, I love you so much. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are a good girl. It's a good harness for her because it helps her to stay close to me, and because it pulls, because you clip it into the front, automatically if she tries to move away, it's going to turn her towards me, and that's focusing her to look at me. And then when she looks at me, I give her a treat, and that's how I'm training her to walk beside me and always count on me for everything. We saw a dog today in the park, and she didn't pull me. She tried to at first bark at the dog, but then I distracted her, gave her some treats, did some training with her, sitting, laying down, following me in circles, this and that. So that distracted her immediately from the other dog, which was great. And the harness helps her to focus on me. And she has a big problem with focus because I believe because of her nose, she's very focused with her nose, right? And every little scent, she picks it up. And then that kind of distracts her from me. So this leash is actually reminding her, this harness is kind of reminding her that that she has to pay attention to me and learn to do that. Now, she's not 2 years old yet, so she will be 2 years old in July. So that is why I'm so glad that now she's kind of like losing that brain, the baby brain, and she's kind of getting focused and paying more attention to me, which is really awesome. She's really a good girl at heart. She doesn't break my stuff, and she pays attention. She's very playful. She's a really good dog. I can't wait to get on the road with her. I can't wait to go hiking with her, and just like I have like these dreams in my head. I don't know if you guys like dream of like certain things RVing, but I have dreams of like waking up in the morning and taking her out and going like walking and doing hikes with her during the day. And that's kind of like what I want to do. Let's kind of look at her. Look, and she's like, yeah, I want to do that. She wants to do that. You want to do that? Oh my gosh, you want to go hiking? Do you want to go travel? You want to travel with mommy in the camper? Do you want to go camping with mommy in the truck camper? And we can go every day. We can go camping. And we can go hiking like we did today. Do you want to do that, Zika girl? Yeah. She's excited. I want to know who else goes into TJ Maxx, doesn't buy anything, and ends up buying stuff for her dog. That's what I do when I go to TJ Maxx now. I don't buy clothes, I don't buy shoes. I always end up buying something for my dog. So I got her this bark bone. I ordered another one from Amazon. We'll see how this is. This is supposed to be steak flavored. She's pretty excited about it. It's pretty big. This is a big bone. You think you can handle that big bone? Yeah, smell it first. There's a big bone. All right, you go ahead and chew that. She's been in the chewy stage this week, so I buy her the chomps, but she eats them and then she has nothing to chew. So I thought I'd get her one of those bones. I bought another one from Amazon. It's a little bit more natural, but waiting for it to get here. In the meantime, I gotta supply her needs. Okay, there goes my septic tank. Here is day 1 of the septic install on my side lot. This is a 1050 multi-chamber septic tank with a 250-foot drain field. This is what was required by my county for a small house, except I could have opted for a smaller 900-gallon tank, but because my septic guy offered me a little bit bigger tank for the same price that everybody else was offering me the smaller tank, that's why I chose him to do the job. Everything passed inspection. The inspector came, she measured from the drain all the way to the well, and everything was good. And they left this open because the plumber has to come here and do the connection. So there's all that dirt that's supposed to go there. When my cousin comes, we'll level this up. One of the things that has to happen today is my hose is not long enough to go there, so my cousin's gonna have to help me. We're gonna have to put a couple of hoses together this afternoon and try to fill, not fill, but just kind of put some water inside that tank, because he said that it's gonna rain today, and it is. And if it rains too much, what happens is the tank can float, because the water is going to go in there and it'll float the tank because the tank is empty. Now it's kind of like a balloon, it's empty. So we got to put some water in there today. Put something in there to cause some weight in there. He said to run the hose for like an hour. Just let it fill up in there. Eventually that water will drain out, but that's what we got to do today. So we also got to fix the camera here. So my cousin's gonna be busy after work today because we got to do that. We got like all this hose here that we've got to put together, and then the security camera. So that's why I parked my RV here, because it's the only way that he can reach the very top of the carport. The camera, for some reason, is not facing the front, it's facing down. So he needs to fix that. So there's a couple of things have to be done today. We're gonna get to that. So as far as the chickens, they've done a really good job of cleaning up the garden. They got rid of the weeds. Got our work cut out for us. This is my new septic. We eventually have to hook up to that. But we got all of this. We have to spread. The next few days turn out to be gloomy, cold, stormy days. Not good for working outside, but I did get outside early in my bathrobe to fertilize the garden before the storms came through with much needed rain. And this is what came over us during a 1-hour tornado warning in my area. We were pretty grateful it stayed above us and did not touch down to our level. Alright, today I'm in my camper. Today is going to be the day that I figure out if I'm going to keep this truck or not. Because I'm going to get it weighed and figure out if it's worth it for me or not to repair it. It's a special moment this morning because I was cleaning the coop and all of a sudden Haven came and she jumped on my shoulder. She flew all the way up to my shoulder. And I guess she misses when I used to sit with her, when I used to pick her up when she was a baby. Don't tell me chickens aren't lovable, because they are. And I sat with her because she wants to be held. I plan to have them forage during a certain time of the day where Sika's not out. But we have new neighbors, and what happens is they go under the fence and they go to the neighbor's area. And they have vehicles there, and they come in and go. So I'm afraid they're going to get run over. So there's no way for me to leave them out unless I'm watching them, and it's been cold. This is why we built them the bigger run, so that they're in here comfortably. But I can't do that until the fence is closed. So she's just going to have to be patient until that gets done. You're going to miss me when I travel because I'm going to be gone for 4 months. And then the other guys are going to be here. You won't see me at all for 4 months. She's complaining. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. Well, my plans are in June, probably in June, I will get 2 more chickens. And then that way the guys will have eggs for them, and I'll have eggs for me, and we won't have to buy eggs anymore. I won't be getting baby chicks. I'll be getting bigger chickens. But since it's still cold now, I don't want to get them now. And next month, we're going to be doing a lot of building. So I'm not sure. We might get them next month only because we are going to be working outside a lot and we can keep our eyes on them. This is also why we also built the other run, because when I get the new chickens, we'll have to separate the chickens for a while until they get used to each other. Haven and Avi grew up together, and now we're bringing in 2 new chickens to the pen, and it might get a little bit ugly around here. Yeah, you're gonna be a good girl. I think Avi's gonna be the problem. All right, I'm gonna put you down because I've got things I gotta get done, and Sika's coming back, and Sika's gonna get super jealous if she sees me with you on my lap. All right, let's go look at the mulberry. Do you think you can be quiet a second so I can do the video? All right, so we did this because I didn't want the mulberry tree inside the run, but you can see that I'm covered in little berries all over the place, and they're gonna start getting nice and tasty soon. So I look forward to that because I eat those with cereal in the morning. This is what the coop looks like now. So the garden was here. We opened up this area here. We used cow panels, and we used some of this because they will get through the cow panels. Eventually, once we have some leftover fencing, we will go ahead and put some on the bottom so they can get out. But for now, we just did this because it was the easiest thing to do. And I have to come here with a scissor today and cut this here because this is falling apart. So I have to fix this. But this is, it's not temporary, but the green part is temporary. And this is the garden. We covered it up completely yesterday because it's too cold still to plant out here. We have all of this cabbage that's growing. We got some kohlrabi here. And then we got these delicious beans that are growing here. Here's one. Oh my gosh, these are so good. They're so sweet and delicious. These are so super sweet. I just eat them like this. They are so good. I have them with salt and everything. They're so delicious. Sweet, and juicy. Great for salads. Yay! Okay, Mama, this was a huge milestone for my cousins who are here about 1 year and we're still using their Cuban Android phones with US service. They saved their money by working hard, and they were able to buy 2 iPhone 16e for the price of 1 iPhone 16. And they are very happy that they met this goal. She likes the Apple phones. You want to see her lick the Apple phone? Sí, cree que Missy está comiendo algo. You're just being silly now. You're just being so silly. You have big teeth, big white teeth. You're just being silly. All right, chill out. I'm going to do my video now, okay? All right, so I just wanted to let you know. So I just wanted to do this quick video while she's biting my fingers off. That I will not be going to Alaska this year because she wants to go for her walk. So I'm going to take her out for a walk in a few minutes. That's what she wants. She wants her walk. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? That's what she wants. She's excited. All right. So I just want you to know that I will not be going to Alaska this year. It's not going to be possible for me. Expense-wise, I have a lot of expenses because of the lawsuit that I'm filing financially, and also because of all of the stuff that I'm going to be building here in the next few weeks. So I have to be here for that. My cousins still don't have a car. They're going to start to learn to drive with a driving school in beginning of April. So they have their permits already. They just don't have the classes. They need to take classes. So they've already scheduled for the classes. Plus they also have some immigration stuff that they have to do in the next couple of months. So I'm going to be here for that so I can help them with all of that as well. Besides that, I did take my truck to the CAT scale at the pilot, and unfortunately I am very much over my limit, and I have no water. The day that I took the camper, I have no water in my camper, and I didn't have any clothes. I didn't have any food in there. My camper is pretty much bare, just with the basic cooking stuff that I have and some toiletries and some of the things that I carry with me all the time that are in the camper. So I am way over my limit for that truck. That means if I want to keep the camper, I need to get a new truck, and I need to sell that truck. The problem is that truck has damage, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't really think I could sell it as a combo unless somebody's just going to park it somewhere and use it just parked somewhere. But I'm looking at my options for a Class B is what I'm thinking of getting if I don't keep the camper. I'm looking into diesel truck as well, more like a 350 with dualies in the back for my trip to Alaska, because I think it'll be safer for me to have dualies in the back. That means there's work that has to be done to the camper in order to accommodate dualies in the back. I have to extend the jacks out so that I can bring in a wider truck, and I don't know, I haven't done the research for that yet. So I don't know. If I can't do it, obviously I'm going to have to sell the camper because a dually is not going to work. If I'm going to get a truck, I'm going to get the kind of truck that I need. I need a 4x4, and I also need a truck that is dualies for a trip like that. So if I can't use that, if I can't make the adjustments for the camper for something like that, then I'll probably end up just selling the camper. So I will let you know when all of that happens. There's so many decisions. There's so many things. My brain is like a big fog of stuff. But good thing that I'm really good at planning, and I'm good at writing things down and just brain dumping everything that's in my head and doing mind maps and all of this. That gets me through all of these huge projects that I have to eventually start working on. But for now, I'm just concentrated on the build at this point because we need to get moving with that, and we've wasted too much time, and it's taken me a while to redirect and focus. There are new plans. We're not doing the shed house anymore. It's totally different plans what we're doing. I don't want to reveal the plans. Those are going to be revealed as they're getting done, because I don't like to say things in the beginning to anybody on YouTube because there's a lot of negative people out there, and they're always looking to, you know, create negativity and doubt in you. And you know, if God is giving me this to do, then I'm going to do it. Obviously, I'm not doing the shed because twice I've attempted to this shed, and twice the same thing has happened to me. So obviously God is telling me, no, you're not going to do this. You're going to get your money back. You're going to be compensated. I don't want you to do this shed. So I'm going through a different route for what we need. And that's just the way that it is. So Alaska is a no-go for this year. Definitely on my radar for next year. That is definitely my goal for next year. And next year is going to be a big year for me because I'm turning a milestone in age. So that'll come up next year when that happens. So I'm super excited about that. And I want to be able to be traveling when that happens, or at least have traveled when that happens. So stay tuned. If you want to know more, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.